Well, here we are. A whole new year, a whole new slew of opportunity. Plenty of choices that the world can make for us or what we can make for it. HWH has been quite a conduit of things like action, comedy, and a nice collage of my collection. But apart from Hot Wheels being an everyday hobby in my life since I was born, I've quite been more fond of it in more recent years. Not just because I've had the money to be able to buy this stuff, but also to ensure that I can actually make something out of it. And that is when HWH was born. Smack dab on Hot Wheels' 50th anniversary, Hot Wheels Hilarity was brought onto the world for the very first time. And being that its 5-year anniversary is going to be this year in 2023, I cannot imagine what could take place. Maybe on the 5-year anniversary I can have something much bigger than just a group of cars going through a booster and flailing all around. Maybe I'll do something a little more extreme than that, since I do have the resources I'll need to be able to fund this kind of project. But enough about that, because in the immediate future, here in January 2023, many months before the 5th anniversary is expected to happen, what I'm going to be doing today is something a little different than the usual. I'll be taking a bit of a break from the incredible action that has been HWH since day one. Yeah, this is pretty much a time where I'm going to be catching a break from a lot of the usual action. The craze, excitement, and overall unbelievable stuff that takes place on this channel. This is pretty much going to be the unusual that you are more than welcome to watch. Because today, I happen to bring upon something really special. That's right, a 5-pack. Yeah, if you think that that's all that I'm going to be able to do here for this episode, I don't know what else I could possibly come up with. Although, a unique idea has been floating around. A little thing called a public service announcement. In this case, I simply want to take a step back and let the world know today's children may be addicted to certain things. Electronic devices, tablets, laptops, video games, etc. It's not like how it was back in the day, where such collectibles like Hot Wheels were a huge selling point. While these days it might still be of huge relevance to a lot of us, especially to one like myself, this is something that a lot of children may not necessarily come across and expect their parents to buy. This is basically a 5-pack. A $5 bill is all that's required to gain ownership of one of these. And there are hundreds of variations available. And you've probably seen on my channel at least a few times that 5-packs were the subject of unboxing videos. A short-lived series of mine called Special Delivery, which is basically one of a few sub-series or spin-offs, if you will, of the actual Hot Wheels Hilarity web series that has been running since 2018, was basically about unboxing videos. Believe it or not, I actually do have the idea to be able to bring it back, especially since the money I've made has allowed me to get my hands on a lot of new stuff, Hot Wheels related and whatnot. I feel like that Special Delivery might make a comeback soon enough. But back to this. One 5-pack with 5 models, based off of the X Racers lineage. In this case we have Beat All, Power Rocket, Linster Prototype, as well as Slide Kick and HW Formula Solar, down here in the green. For the most part, I can assure you, I have basically gotten rid of these models. pre-November 2021, of course, but since then I bought a lot of them back. Beat All and HW Formula Solar are in this pack, and these are models I've had yet to reacquire. Now that I have them, I can at least say I'm comfortable knowing that these models are now back in my collection again after the failed move to Oregon. Barely lasted a month, but that's a whole different story. The moral of this message, however, is a whole different story than growing up and learning to take care of yourself as an adult, let alone myself, who may not be 24 yet, but yet I've still had a lot of experience in tons of fields. Everyday work, everyday financial management, and everyday responsibility. But for the parents out there who might be concerned about their kids potentially becoming addicted to certain things that are more than just common nowadays, spend $5 on one of these. And maybe what you could try to do is do a few things with this. You could pack it up and give it to your child as a gift. You could send it into their school lunchbox. You could potentially have all of these out of their boxes, and next Easter, hide them inside the eggs, and then hide them around the house for the kids to scavenge. You could take the cars out of the pack and have all 5 of them set up in a unique pyramid-like formation, or plenty of other ideas can come around. You could also make yourself a sign using the cars as a way to make the letters. You could potentially do a ton of stuff here and there. But as far as I know, if there's one thing that kids are doing every single day of the week, it's going to school. Putting one of these in their lunchbox is a friendly reminder that they have more than just screens in life. They have a life that goes way back into the past, a life that has taken Mattel and a huge fan base more than 50 long years to completely perfect. And most importantly, it brings people together. A commonly known hobby that's been around for decades is certainly a thing that is guaranteed to get eyes turned towards you. Whether you are the child or the parent watching this message, this is simple. Simple enough to perform, sure, but it'll be even easier for your lives once you start turning your eyes straight towards this particular logo. And I can very much assure you, you will not be disappointed. It'll be quite a time for the two of you to share. There could be tons of conversations that are linked to this 1/64 scale die-cast model, and there could be so much more than just the mentioning of the name Hot Wheels. Mattel has brought on something that has lasted for all this time, and yet it is still of high relevance. It's high profile for a collectible piece. It's high profile for kids to play, if they feel like it. And it is certainly a great conversation piece. Not just for collectors, who might sell millions of these on eBay for a lot of money, but also for those whom are casual collectors. And since I myself have had this sort of hobby around since my own birthday, it is really something to be desired. And being that I still play with these things today at nearly 24 years of age, it just shows you're never meant to let go of certain things in life. You can never assure other people that some things may be more important. Some hobbies are typically never meant to be let go, and it's for a good reason. So when you stick something like this into something that your child commonly has in their life, then they can look at you and wonder, why is this with them? But you can very much be assured that the child is not going to be disappointed. They will forever thank you for bringing something so big and powerful as the Hot Wheels car into their life. And with that, I feel like that closes off this topic. So stick around on the channel and I'll have tons of other stuff ready.